Hello and welcome back to another video of What a Fat Girl Eats in a Day, a review by a former fat girl, which is me. My name is Emerald Hill and I've lost 100 pounds and I'm still going. So I thought that we would dive right into it. This TikToker's account name is @IdaPatricia. So why don't we just hop right in.
Welcome back to What I Eat in a Day as a plus-size girly. I bought this shirt yesterday for like $5 and it's so comfortable. Oh my gosh, I don't even want to get...
Shout out to $5 fines. Heck yeah. So this is a shirt that she got for $5. What does everybody think of it? I think it looks like somebody took tape and duct taped a design on there. So, you know, I have a little flashback to my grunge days.
I don't even want to get out of bed today. But I got out of bed to at least record that part of my video.
Getting out of bed to record a video. Don't know what that's like. Just kidding. The sun is out. It's in the afternoon. We did it. We got out of bed for other stuff.
Anyway, starting off strong, I went to McDonald's. This is my friend's order. She got 2 burgers and fries and a Coke, I guess. I don't know.
So we're starting off the day with a bestie fiesta, going out to McDonald's in the morning, getting burgers and stuff for breakfast. But that's her friend's order. So what did she get?
And I got...
I got, as we see, 2 apple pies, a McFlurry, and some other interesting finds over here.
I had like 20% off if I spend a certain amount of money, so I got 2 apple pies, large...
That is a huge culprit. Those deals that make it seem like, oh, you're actually saving money if you get like a bunch of stuff. For me, I love deals. It's so hard to say no to them. So she saves a bunch of money if she spends a bunch of money kind of thing. So we decided to spend it on 2 apple pies, a McFlurry chicken nuggets. That looks like a large fry.
Chicken nugget meal and an Oreo, oh my gosh, this is how you know I'm not awake. Oreo McFlurry. I honestly, shout out to the Coke Zero, actually.
Coke Zero!
I actually wanted this to be all I ate yesterday, but then at like 11 p.m. I was hungry, so I had water.
So that was the planned 1 meal a day kind of thing. But instead of doing that, we later, when we got hungry, had something.
I had the Skinny Cow ice cream sandwich.
Oh, a Skinny Cow ice cream sandwich.
And I had some pierogies, rice, and...
We got some sad pierogies and rice and meatloaf over here. Whew, wow. Yeah, you know what? I could never really do the 1 meal a day thing. I did for a bit. You know, I think that it really depends on how I feel for the day. Sometimes I really feel like, oh, I can fast for the whole day and just eat 1 meal and it's totally fine. But as soon as I like try to do it and overcome my hunger cues and stuff like that, it's kind of like torture. You know what I mean? So, you know, I can kind of see the like logic behind having a big meal at McDonald's, thinking that you're saving a bunch of money and then, you know, okay, that's all I'm going to eat for the rest of the day. But then of course you see what happens is that that's not the rest that you have for the day. And also I have a bone to pick with like diet ice cream stuff. Like now that I know what I know about protein, unless there's more protein in it, you're just, you know, eating sad, what could be, you know, the original flavored kind of stuff. Cause like, I don't even, like if you compare the calories and everything, if that's what you're going by, there's no real point in doing it that way. So might as well invest in like higher protein kind of things, like making protein ice cream and stuff like that. I've had to really come around to the flavor of those things, but that's just my opinion. You don't have to like do anything or whatever, or feel any type of way about it, but that's my thoughts on diet, fat-free ice cream kind of stuff.
Meatloaf. Y'all, if you made it to the end of this video, you're a real one. For real, for real. Love you guys.
Love you too, for real, for real.
Bye.
Bye. Nice. IdaPatricia. Who's next? Okay, so we are on a weight loss journey. We saw kind of her results there that, you know, she's been working on. And number 2 point that I wanted to kind of, you know, show, isn't that a lovely color on her? I think that that's a nice outfit. So we got some sausages and more pierogies. All right, let's take a look at these things. Alden's Organic Round Sammy's Dairy-Free Vanilla Bean Frozen Dessert. I wanted to turn around the thing so I can see what the nutrition label says, but maybe the dairy-free thing is to help with, like, you know, not wanting to eat dairy. That would make sense, right? But so far it doesn't seem like she doesn't eat meat or anything like that, so I wonder what the choice is behind the dairy-free thing. Okay, so we got 160 calories, total carbs, oh, can't really read it. Yeah, 160 calories isn't that bad for the size. Is it one sandwich? Yeah, one sandwich, so 160 isn't bad for that kind of, like, amount of what it was, I thought. My friend Laura brought cookies the other day, and one chocolate chip cookie was 160, and they were kind of like, you know, I don't know, this size, but like when you think of a big cookie, you think it's going to be like this. So I personally, for 160, I don't think that it's worth it, but maybe, you know, if I was holding one of those, it would be worth it. That's not like that bad. I want to see the protein, but it doesn't look like, I think it's just like 2 grams of protein in there. So yeah, that's why I think that it's so great to make protein ice cream and make protein cookies and like make your own little like ice cream protein sandwich. But if you're just starting off, right, you're not really, you know, in that kind of sector yet, in the weight loss maze that is, I don't know, whatever journey that's supposed to be. Like, let's go on an adventure. But anyway, that's an interesting box of ice cream. I would definitely try one if I had the chance, but I don't think that they sell them here in Canada. And we're not going to get into that whole thing. So here we go. It's a nice size. Yeah. Yeah. Ooh, we're having a little reveal. We're going to a barbecue place. Big Ed's. Big Ed's BBQ. So moving forward, I'm not going to diss a girl on ordering what she wants. I think for myself, in terms of like ordering healthy food at a restaurant, if you're going to restaurants often, I would definitely, for myself, think about like, how am I going to order things that are going to like kind of even out? Because it's really easy when you go out and you just like consider every time to be a special event and you're just like num, and you don't even realize by like the end of the month that you've gone out like at least 2 times a week. And you're just like floating in, you know, this like pool of complete delusion that's made of like all of the things that you ate and it's so good, but it's also like, no, I had a goal for this month. How did I not reach it? And it's because of stuff like this. But that being said, like if you go out and it's like once in a couple of weeks kind of thing, I would go ham. I would have trouble telling someone not to go ham. And this was looking like she went ham. So let's just like take a look at it with a judgment-free perspective. Ribs and dessert on the side and fries. That looks like brisket. Love a good brisket. Fun fact, I've tried those things before. Not my favorite dessert. Not totally a fan. They were stale. They were stale when I tried them, but I'm also not really a whatever those are kind of person, I guess. Ooh, and we went on the Stairmaster for a bit. My gym doesn't have one. I want one so bad, so I'm jealous of the Stairmaster bit. Then on the Stairmaster, I have no idea what this is. Peace.
Welcome back to What I Eat in a Day as a plus-size girly.
We're rocking the blue enormous hoodie.
I'm back on my weight loss stuff, so I lost half a pound after eating not good yesterday, but...
was that the Big Eddie's thing?
Starting off strong, I had hazelnut coffee.
Nice. I am in love with my Keurig. I am also like I'll make the fastest cup of coffee known to man.
That's just what I have every single day. I eat this keto bread not because I'm keto.
I've been off of like putting anything in my coffee for years now. It's been like a good probably, when did I start drinking coffee? Maybe when I was 12. And I got on the black coffee train when I was in high school. I was crazy. I was a crazy coffee drinker. Everybody didn't believe me. Every time I went out with my friends, they're like, oh, I'll get you one. They're like, I'll just get a large black coffee. They're like, I'll buy you what you want. Like, milk doesn't cost extra. And I was like, no, I know what I want. They're like, no, this explains why your teeth are so yellow. Seriously, what is happening?
Not because I'm keto, but because it's like 35 or 40 calories depending on the brand.
Don't you just love the marketing on that? Keto friendly, white bread. Zero guilt. Sure there is.
3 pieces of this, 180 calories for sausage. I feel like that's not too bad. The creamer though, that's what always sends me over, but that's why I don't eat a lot for breakfast. Try to
some brown and served fully cooked sausage links.
Try to keep my breakfast around 500 to 600 calories total.
I feel like that's not too bad. Yeah, I love sausages too. I was trying to do keto as well. And it's just like, I think, once you get to a certain point, you kind of start to realize where you can start to improve things in other ways. First hurdle is probably changing your diet to not eat as much processed stuff. And so when I look at those sausages, maybe they fall into the keto kind of realm, right? Where they're mostly protein and there's like a lot of fat in there and there's minimal carbs. But then you start to realize there is quite a lot of fat in sausages. So turning that around to something else, that doesn't have as much fat, isn't as processed, that you can kind of like switch up when you start to see a plateau and things like that. Because I know that when I was doing my weight loss journey, when I was at my biggest, I could eat sausages and chicken wings, and then eventually I got to a plateau and I had to decide, right? Like, another hurdle where I have to make a decision. But, it's something that I have to do, either cut on the portions or just switch it up to something that's less calorie heavy. So kind of like even out the volume of the food that I was eating, but also lessen the calories in some way. And then we get to see the Chobani coffee creamer. I want to see what the nutrition label is on that, but I don't know.
The creamer though, that's what always sends me over, but that's why I don't eat a lot for breakfast.
There we go. But I do want to bring attention to, and that's what always sends me over. I don't know this person's eating habits and what all of that is. I'm not like their doctor or nutritionist, and I am not a doctor or a nutritionist. I've just lost a lot of weight myself, and I just know that if I was in her shoes, or when I was in her shoes, like kind of the structure of how I would want to go back to that weight loss strategy. And I keep shaking the table, I'm sorry. What I've noticed is that maybe she eats like a big meal in the beginning of the day. But when I used to do that, I would try to do that and then I would binge later. And so either that would be on food that I would make at home, or I would go out and just be like, well, I'm hungry, so I want something. And so what I'm noticing about the things that she's making is a lot of it is processed and a lot of it is freezer stuff. And so the problem with that is that not only is that something that you kind of have to make at home, it's not quick. You have to put it in the oven. So what I started learning was making those quick things so that I could just like, as soon as I get home and I'm hungry and I want something, instead of reaching into, let's say, the freezer and grabbing that keto bread and then plopping 3 into the toaster and then eating that, I would, have fruit in my fridge, and then I would go home and like eat a bunch of fruit. And maybe that isn't like ideal, right? Like ideally we want to not binge at the end of the day. But when we're starting to learn how to curb those habits, it's really good to just acknowledge that those are going to be there for a while. And it's good to just sort of like learn and manage the fact that you do want to change and you do want to make changes. It's just not going to be perfect at first. You have to kind of find and implement your own steps in that process.
Try to keep my breakfast around 500 to 600 calories total, because I know it's always going to go downhill from there. But anyways, how are you today?
I'm pretty good today. I'm having a good day. I drank a lot of coffee. I don't know if you can tell.
I'm honestly excited for my little weekend. I'm off Sunday, Monday, Tuesday.
So
love that for
she's excited for the weekend, and we go to a place with Smurf crowns. What's that about?
Monday, Tuesday, so love that for me. So I didn't eat all day till 8 p.m. and I got Burger King.
See, what did I just say? What did I just say? Did you write it down? Do you need to go back and look over your notes? We had a big breakfast, which was really good, right? She said 500 to 600 calories. We had lots of protein there. And now we're at Burger King and we've got Burger King stuff.
But that's all I ate yesterday, so.
I don't want to say doesn't matter. I want you to come here and I want you to give me a big hug when I tell you that it doesn't matter.
Group hug.
No, it does matter. Like, it's good. It's okay. It's gonna be okay. Okay. Don't panic. I'm just kidding. Panic. I'm just kidding. See, this is exactly kind of like what I said, and it's more processed stuff, right? And if you kind of pay attention as well, it's all the same color, right? The eggs are yellow, even though they're protein. Bread is yellow. The sausages are brown. And then we go to Burger King. It's like fries, yellow, chicken nuggets, yellow, whatever those things were. I don't know if they were like mozzarella sticks or like chicken bites or whatever. Yellow. So, you know, and like on that too, the most exciting thing about today is probably the sausages and the Burger King. There's no like life in this food. There's no fun in this food. And it's all, you know, kind of like pre-made stuff, like aside from the eggs, the sausages and the bread and then this stuff, you know, she didn't make anything. So, you know, maybe it's just like one of those things, right, where another kind of aspect to look into is how to enjoy preparing your own food. And I've learned that a lot from talking to people, you know, and even myself, like, I've gone a really long way, but I didn't even acknowledge how much of that had to be me enjoying making the healthy food that got me to where I am. A lot of the people that I talk to who are interested in losing weight say that, burp, there we go. I did it. Okay. So a lot of the people that I talk to now about losing weight, kind of have a theme of saying, I hate prepping food. I hate cooking food. I don't know how to cook food. And so maybe that's something Aida Patricia might also resonate with, right? The lack of love for cooking food and prepping it. And I've also been there. I hate cutting vegetables. It's the worst. It takes up so much time. Even making the chicken is like, oh my God, like how much time does this take? But then, you know, you get like a little bit of sweet potato in there and it seems like, you know, it melts your problems away.
Oh, I was in my calories. I lost half a pound. YOLO. Anyways, if you made it.
See, there you go. Ride the wave as much as you can. You still lost weight. You did a great job. You got to enjoy yourself. It's just about when you get to that plateau, about finding other things that you can enjoy while also reaching to that, next level of, you know, attaining your goals and changing things up and stuff like that. So fantastic job. I love it. It sounds like you're putting in a lot of work. You're very inspiring. I'm inspired to start to look at what I'm doing that needs to be changed or what have you. Yeah. And tell me where you got that $5 shirt because this is looking pretty grimy and grungy. Not that there's food stains on it or anything. It's just like, you know, this used to be white. I'm just kidding. It's a gray shirt, but it's all good. I don't know where I was going with that. But anyway, thanks for tuning in. My name is Emerald Hill, and if you would like to watch more of my videos, I have more review videos that I'm very proud of. And I'm always learning how to improve and make these things better. So if you have any suggestions, I'd love to read about them. Please leave a comment, maybe like and subscribe, and I'll see you next time. Bye!